Hello, and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Alex LaBrunerie, CEO of LaBrunerie Financial. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Good Christmas and all that?
Yes.
Very good.
And ready to start a new year.
Ready to start a new year.
2025.
So you talk a lot. We all talk a lot about the things to do at the end of the year.
Yes.
But what exactly do we need to be thinking about at the beginning of the year?
Well, it's a time of new resolutions and looking at making contributions, increasing the contributions for savings, looking at one's portfolio. Last year the market was up almost 28%, just the S&P 500. So big question for people is, will that continue into this year, 2025? And we'll see. You
didn't bring your crystal ball.
I did not. I didn't bring it today, but that makes 2 years of double-digit returns. 23 and 24.
Yes.
And one thing to think about, AC, is to sit down and look at your risk level. Because when the stock market's gone up so much, it may create an imbalance in your portfolio, and that your stocks went up so well, and actually bonds did too, because of the interest rate cuts, that maybe you need to sit down with your advisor and make sure you aren't overweighted in any one technology sector, for instance. The technology sector has really been the leader in the market, so there might be an over-concentration of risk in a portfolio. So sit down sometime in the first quarter, January, February, with an advisor and see about rebalancing if it makes sense for you. This is also coming, tax time is coming.
Yes.
So there's nothing that can be done to contribute to your 401ks or 403bs or your 529 accounts since the calendar year's changed, but you can add to Roth IRAs.
Yes.
Until April 15th. So consider that. And if you're new to investing, start thinking about saving $25, $50, $100 a month. So you can, start having a retirement account.
That's very true. And I imagine a lot of people feel like, oh, 25, 50, 100, that's not a lot, but it does add up.
It does. I mean, and if you go do it over 30 years, from age 30 to 60 or 65, you'll probably create an account that could create $300 a month in income.
Really?
So we used to say $25 today for a 25-year-old or a 30-year-old could be $300, $250 tomorrow in monthly income.
Okay.
So that's not a bad. That gets back to the power of compounding interest.
Yeah, and that's not a bad deal.
Yeah,
right?
No.
And when you think about the $25, it's a small sacrifice. I mean,
it is
for those of us or people who are working and maybe eating out, and people talk about those things, and it sounds cliche to say, oh, skip your coffee, but that's exactly
do that. Yeah, it's skip a coffee or a pizza or something. And for grandparents out there, or parents encouraging their adult children, maybe to have a family talk about just saving for retirement when your adult children are in their 30s or 25s. We tend not to want to cross those lines for obvious, for family reasons, cultural reasons. But
it's important.
It is a long-term family matter.
It absolutely is. And, for our adult children, I know they feel young.
Yes.
And they think, oh, gosh, mom's almost,
Yeah.
But, at some point, I mean, I remember being 30.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that long ago.
No. Last 2024, January 2024 didn't seem that long ago.
No, it didn't.
Think about this. We are a quarter of the way through the 21st century.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It kind of is scary.
And awe-inspiring in a way.
It is. Do you feel like, I don't know if you feel like me, like it seems to me the time is moving faster.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that that's not an old people thing, is it, Alex?
No, it's a young person's thing.
I like it. Okay, so what else should we be thinking about? Should we be putting more in 529s or
529s? So hit all the savings, channels, or start a new one if you can. It's a good time to resolve to maybe check in with some estate and will planning. If you're middle-aged or you're older or have kids, that if you don't have an attorney in town, there are many excellent attorneys. Ask a friend for a recommendation for estate planning, lawyer, wills. And if you do have an estate or will already in place, visit with your attorney for an update if it's been more than 3 or 5 years or so.
Okay, so about every 3 to 5 years,
Yeah.
you should check to make sure everything's still the
That's
same.
right.
And
Yeah, and that your beneficiaries are in good order, and that your attorney doesn't recommend any changes. It would, and if you need to find an attorney, find a new one.
Yeah, that's very true. All those are really good tips. Really good tips.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else for the beginning of the year?
I think there's something in the markets called the Santa Claus rally, and so the market usually gets off to a good start in January or February. Usually, the statistics show this will be a third year we're going to if we can close 2025, so it's a long way from now, by next 12 months. The big question for investors is, will the market have another double-digit return? And when I say the market, I mean the S&P 500. Right now, there's a lot of excitement in the markets with the artificial intelligence that doesn't seem to be going away. It's definitely a boom, and oftentimes booms bust.
Yeah.
But there doesn't seem to be a bust around the corner anyway.
Yeah.
But so that's a big thing for just investors to look at, and it'll be exciting.
Yeah,
Very
it should be exciting. It certainly doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon.
That's right.
Looks like we're getting a little deeper in it.
That's right. We find new ways
before.
for artificial intelligence. We might even have a lot of inventions out there in garages.
Yeah. I could definitely can see that coming. And people can reach you, Alex, at
573-449-5313.
5313. All right. So you can give Alex a call. And on Fridays, he does pull out his crystal ball.
Yes.
Yes. He'll pull it out and let you know what the future holds.
Yes.
And Alex, thank you so much for joining us as usual.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. And we will see you next time.